dead. Welcome, foolish mortals.
Spooky. Oh my God, you know what? I just realized something.
What?
I'm gonna change my name
Uh-huh.
because you took spooky.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna change my name, and it's the same name
Okay.
as someone else.
Oh my God! I love it. I love it.
Oh my God.
Well, see, if I
Oh,
was a Spice Girl, I'd be right in line because I'd just be Sugar Spice.
yeah, you sure would be.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yes. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
I hope you're
y'all.
all well tonight.
Shit.
If I would have had more time, this was kind of a last minute idea. If
Glad we could
oh my
scare
gosh.
you, make you pee. I
Oh
did.
my gosh, it's my future ex-husband, y'all.
Just remember to invite us all to the divorce.
Yeah, of course, of course.
We'll party.
Let's say hello to everyone real quick. Jester, hi Jester.
Hey, Jester.
Leia Rose is the omen.
The
Mm,
Hey, Leia.
that is pretty scary. Hey, look, there's Arwen and there's
Hey,
me.
y'all. Yeah, there we
Wow.
are.
JP, hey JP,
JP.
how are you? Gun Bunny, hey
That's
Gun Bunny.
funny.
Zachariah, how you doing, Zachariah?
Evening, Zachariah.
Luis, hi Luis.
Mwah! Louise. Hello, Louise.
Yes, I'm going down the list, trying to make sure I see everybody. Uh huh. Uh. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Did I just
Mm-hmm.
highlight that? I did.
Hail to the dark beauty herself, Darth Arlena, from Chester of Sin. Heart, heart, heart.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
The House of Bacon.
House bacon.
Oh my, oh my.
uh-huh.
Uh-oh. It's officially autumn. All my outdoor potted plants have given up on me. Oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, look, JP again. He must be watching both channels
Yeah,
again.
he is. Yeah, he is.
What's up, Denise Gamer? Adega. Hey, Adega. Oh, it's Arwen's favorite. Sentient dildo.
Oh shoot! Hang on, y'all. I'll be right. My son has a question. I'm sorry. Hang on. Oh,
That's
hey,
okay.
Dildo. How are you? I'll be right back.
All right, and there he is, my future ex-husband. There, John. We need to get you a goal when you make the scary spice complete. Oh my god. Yeah, well, you know. Hey, Scott. Oh, well,
Okay,
at
I'm
least
back.
you get to listen.
Hey, Scott.
Oh my gosh, he's met a couple of hung witches.
I bet you have. I don't want to know. We don't want to know.
Oh my gosh. So, a little
Uh-huh.
background to this. I suggested Arwen and I watch the movie and talk about it
Uh-huh.
because when I was a teenager, my mother introduced me to Dark Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Barnabas Collins, just
Mm,
the reluctant vampire,
mm-hmm.
and Angelique Bouchard, the
Yes,
witch,
the
and
witch.
Quentin Collins, the werewolf, and it I just um
What
it
a
was
group. What a group.
such a good, yeah, it was late 60s, early 70s, kind of cheesy and crappy quality. But to me, it stands the test of time because people still watch it.
It was the first time something of a soap opera length and feel was dark and kind of sinister,
Yeah,
and it wasn't all sweetness and light. It
yeah.
had some really traditional horror, themes.
Mhm.
You gotta be careful when you say that word. People might
Mhm.
think you're saying horror themes. No, no,
Yeah.
no. Horror themes.
Horror.
Yeah. And it kind of it set the stage, I think, for modern horror in that regard.
Yeah, it did. Hey, Pat, I don't want to be anything with Sarah Jessica Parker scares me. Oh my gosh.
I've
Uh,
started that one. I haven't finished it yet, though. I'm on the fence right now because I love the first one.
yeah.
First one is,
Ugh.
but first time I heard patriarchal midlife crisis, I went, ugh!
Yeah.
And it's in there like the first 20, 15, 20 minutes. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, my master.
Hello, Palpatine.
um, but to me, it stands the test of time because people still watch it.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
DVDs, Blu-rays, the old VHS tapes, the original books. I've read some of the books that they had.
Ooh.
They're like little novelettes almost.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize they even came in books. That's cool to
Yeah,
know.
and it's completely different from the soap opera. But
Hmm.
there's been a couple of times when they've tried to do another gothic soap opera and it's not worked. There was just
Hmm.
something special about Dark Shadows that made it work.
Hmm.
And from this came two movies, House of Dark Shadows and Night of Dark Shadows. And I
Hmm.
asked Arwen, I said, well, which one do you want to watch first? And she's like, well, I don't know. We could go with either one. I'm like, well, House of Dark Shadows is vampire and Night of Dark Shadows is witch. And she's like, oh, witch,
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 of course,
witch.
witch, of course,
We're going to go with the witch.
witch. Although I am gonna go watch House now. I'm gonna go watch House of Dark Shadows now.
Yes, yes,
I have to
which
see
is
that one.
also excellent.
Yeah.
House of Dark Shadows is more like the soap opera itself.
Okay.
The storyline, it you see the storyline through to fruition. Whereas in the soap opera, you never really saw, a straight conclusion.
Yeah, I
The movie
know.
is a definite conclusion.
Good, 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 good. I like conclusions. I like fulfillment.
Yeah.
Gotta have that.
Luis, that movie, oh my God. That was not
Um,
Dark Shadows. That was
no.
not even close.
That was
Yeah.
campy, kind of Dark Shadow-esque, but not really. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it, but Arlene and I were
Yeah.
talking about that
Yeah.
today, and
I enjoyed it
mm,
too, but it's not Dark Shadows.
no, it's not. Although my favorite part is when he sees Alice Cooper singing. He's like, "Ugliest woman I've ever seen,"
Yes. Oh
and
my
then
God.
he tells the kid, "Go to the Cooper woman."
Yes.
My favorite part,
Yeah.
because I
And
love Alice Cooper. I love Alice Cooper.
oh yeah. My mom is a huge Alice Cooper fan
Go
too,
to the
so
Cooper woman.
and that is actually the party scene. Um you actually see the original cast members of Dark Shadows that were still alive at that time
Oh, I didn't
um,
know that.
in that scene as well. He greets them at the door.
Did not know that.
Yeah, Jonathan Frid died, who played Barnabas originally. He died shortly after that.
Oh,
Yeah,
frack. I didn't know
um,
that.
yeah. Lara Parker, who plays Angelique, she's still alive,
Uh-huh.
and she actually lives here in Virginia Beach.
Ooh, okay.
Catherine Lee Scott, who played Maggie and Josette Collins,
Uh-huh.
she's still alive. Quentin Collins, David Selby, he's still alive. He lives in West Virginia. He was actually a professor at the University of West Virginia.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
Wow, they're all
Hmm.
Virginians.
Well, no, he's a West Virginian.
Oh,
It's
West
it's not
Virginia. I'm sorry. I'm
not
sorry.
Virginia.
That's right. No, I forget. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
Different state.
Yes, yes, my major bad. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Eh,
But yeah. So there's still quite a few of them that are alive. Not a lot though. I
yeah.
mean,
Well,
when you
it's an old
consider
series. It's an old
it was
series.
in the late 60s, early 70s, you know. Of course, oh my gosh, what the hell is her name? Uh, Katie, Kate Jackson.
Who looks freaking amazing in this movie.
Yeah. This was her, Dark Shadows was her debut.
Yeah, and she is
Uh,
stunning,
way before
stunning.
Charlie's Angels.
God, what a beautiful
Mhm.
woman. Yeah. Flawless skin, those
Yep.
big doe brown eyes. Woman was born to be a brunette, y'all. She just, look at her, and when you think of that, Raven beauty, that was her.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
she was a very beautiful woman. Did Dark Shadows have a horror feel to it, or is it more along the lines of The Ghost of Mrs. Moore? Because I
No.
never knew what Dark Shadows till Tim Burton. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it was
it
not
it
Ghost
was
of Mrs.
straight
Moore.
horror. It
Mm-hmm.
was. I mean, it scared people.
Yeah,
It scared kids. I mean,
it was
you
much
had
darker.
young teenagers running home from school to get home at 4 o'clock to watch Dark Shadows every day,
Yeah, yeah,
and it was scary for late 60s as an afternoon soap opera. It was very scary in that time.
because it took itself seriously. I mean, I
It did.
know us of 2022 watching it is like, okay, it just, it's dated, but it took itself seriously, and that translates even to today.
Mhm. It does.
So it stands the
It
test of
does.
time in that regard, in story, in they pulled no punches. That, like Arlena said, this was a horror show. It was
Yeah.
not any. There wasn't any lightness and fluffiness, and no, no, no. It was supposed to be intense.
So Dan Curtis is the one that created the Dark Shadows, and he also created soap operas that many of you may know. Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, a lot of
Hmm.
the CBS soap operas he created as well. But Dark Shadows was so different in that it was gothic. They called it a gothic soap opera.
Yeah.
Nothing else existed like this before then.
Nope.
And while they have attempted afterwards, it's never happened.
And
It's never
I
happened.
I wonder if that's because they kind of broke the mold.
Yeah.
Because now, I mean, think about it now. Our movies that are, PG
Hmm.
were are even just 20 years ago were rated R. We have
Yeah.
become very desensitized to things, and we've seen a
Hmm.
lot of horror shows come and go. Some are good, some are not so good. It's not groundbreaking, and this was actually groundbreaking.
Yeah.
And it's
And
hard to be it's hard when you have the first for follow-ups to have that same kind of feel, that same kind of shock value, for lack of a better term.
hmm yeah, and see, a lot of people think that it started with Barnabas Collins. Well, Barnabas is what made it famous and popular.
Mhm.
That's what took it through the roof. Before Barnabas, they did a storyline with Laura Parker. I mean, Laura Collins. I said Parker. Laura Collins, and
Mhm.
she was a phoenix.
Ooh,
Yeah. And before
nice.
that, I believe they introduced Barnabas like a year into it, because people, when they introduced the Phoenix, people were like, "Oh wow, this is," they get started getting more viewers because like the first 6 months of Dark Shadows was kind of a more traditional type soap opera. They were really trying to find their footing.
Yeah.
um, it wasn't very traditional, but it wasn't gothic either. It was kind of, oh, here's a ghost, you know.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was a little different, but it wasn't until they introduced the Phoenix line where they started to gain more viewers, and then they introduced Barnabas. Well, he's a vampire,
Mhm.
so they were only going to have him on there for I think they said like 7 to 10 episodes,
Ooh.
and
Okay.
after he debuted, their ratings just went through the damn roof.
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
and they were like, okay, this is going to be our niche. You're not going anywhere, Jonathan Frid. Sign this contract. You're staying. He
Mhm.
signed the contract, and the rest is, as they say, history. Because Barnabas Collins was in damn near every episode until it ended.
Mhm. Mhm.
And he is, there is no Dark Shadows without Barnabas.
It's kind of like there's no Pirates of the Caribbean without Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Yep.
He's just that quintessential core. He is the spirit of those films. Barnabas
Mhm.
Collins is the spirit of Dark Shadows.
Mhm.
You can't separate the two.
Mhm.
Not the way we know it. Not the way we know it.
Uh-uh. No. And if you guys ever have the chance, I think they have some episodes on uh YouTube that you might be able to find. I know I believe Amazon has the rights to all of the Dark Shadows now.
I think
Um,
that's where I when I where I think that's where I started watching it.
mhm.
It's been several years, but yeah, I think it was Amazon because I
So,
found it somewhere. I
yeah.
found it and I was like, "Ooh, the original."
Yeah. So if you have a VPN or if you can somehow log on to a US account, anyone that's not in the US, you should be able to watch it. Highly recommended. You don't have to start from the very beginning, but start from the very first episode with where Willie Loomis opens up the coffin.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Bounce, 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 bounce. Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Willie Loomis.
And what's so neat about it is because I've been obsessed with Dark Shadows for so long. Um I watched some of the interviews with some of not just the cast but the people behind the scenes
Uh-huh.
that were making it, like Dan Curtis and all. And he was saying at the same time Star Trek was running, Dark Shadows was running. And they were both doing things that had never been seen before. The big difference was Star Trek was moving into the future and Dark Shadows was moving into the past.
Yes.
So there are timelines in Dark Shadows where something happens. Like the very first timeline I remember is they have a seance and someone gets rifted back in time and they're in the 1700s. And so then
Mm-hmm.
you get a dual storyline with what's going on in modern times
Mm-hmm.
and what's going on in the 1700s. It's so cool.
Yes.
And
Hey,
stuff,
hey, Mac.
hey, Mac. And this
Yeah.
stuff had never been done before. What's up, Castle?
Castle. Hey. Good to see you.
Yes.
And they were two completely different genres. You
Yes.
had one science fiction, you had one gothic horror, and it
Hmm.
but the interesting thing is that people could enjoy both because they were
Yeah.
so different
Hmm.
in their own accord. They were different TV to start with, but they were different from each other. So you could watch one day and one the next and be like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
I'm getting my sci-fi and my gothic horror fix all at the same time. And they were both shows were very groundbreaking.
Yeah. They were. They were. Sorry, I just got a text. Give me
It's
a
all right.
second.
It wasn't me, y'all. It wasn't me this time.
It wasn't. It wasn't. She would have just put something in the private chat.
Yeah.
Um, give me a second. Go ahead,
Mhm.
Arwen. I'm typing real
Oh,
quick.
okay. Hang on, y'all. I gotta take a drink of something right here. Oh my God, Crystal, that's so good. Anyway, yeah, and this particular movie that we watched, it's oh my God, it was done in 70 or 71. I can't remember. I know one was
71.
71. Okay, and then the House of Dark Shadows was 70.
Mm-hmm.
That came first, right?
Yep.
So as I'm watching it, you know what I realized though? I really love the ASMR of these older movies, like when they're
Mm-hmm.
walking in the gravel, or when Gerard was slapping away at the bricks and the mortar and the
Yeah, you
scrapey.
can.
Oh, I
Yeah, you
love
heard all
that.
that. stuff. Yes.
I'm like,
Or when
damn.
they're walking in the hallways.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I was getting tingles all over y'all. ASMR everywhere. It was wonderful. It wasn't so polished like today. Everything is so polished and so honed, and that's awesome. You know, our film industry has really made leaps and bounds with their technology and their effects. That's great, but the main focus here was, you know, story, acting, even this. Where the hell was this thing filmed? Is that a real house?
Yes, that is a real house in gosh, hold on. I gotta look it up real quick.
Beautiful. Okay.
Go ahead,
It
keep going.
it
I'm
was
gonna
the
look this up.
character. This house, y'all, was the character in itself. And it was stunning, but it was creepy as shit. Because when you first saw it, I'm like, oh, I'd love to live in a house like that. But then after they'd been in it for a while, I'm like, I don't know. Even I think I'd get spooked. It was a very oppressive, the way everything was decorated. It was so beautiful. It was gorgeous. There was no denying it. But it had just this oppressive feel. And with the lighting and the colors they used, I mean, everything was just on point as far as setting a mood and a tone, because they didn't have computer effects and everything. They didn't have that to rely on.
Yep.
I mean, they had some, obviously, and you can see them, but it wasn't like today where almost everything can be done CGI.
Hmm. So it's Seaview Terrace in Newport, Rhode Island,
Oh my gosh.
later known as Carey Mansion. And actually, the ghost hunters have investigated this place.
Is it owned by is it a private estate, or is it owned like is it an
Uh,
historical property?
it is a private estate,
Wow.
but certain times of the year, I think October being one of them, they do tours
Oof.
because it was used in Dark Shadows. And this is the same house that in the original soap opera, they used the exterior of the house when, you know, it came across the scene and it came across the screen
Mhm.
and Dark Shadows floated by, the words and all. And
Mhm.
this was the same house that you saw in the soap opera.
It's just stunning.
It's gorgeous.
And you really got to see a good bit of the interior, a good bit of, you know, the construction of it. It is beautiful.
Hmm.
If I could have that, but decorated more, mm, just less dark, I would be happy. I really would. You know, more like a Gryffindor common room.
There you go.
Okay, I could do that. I could do that. But, you know, it's just, yeah, it really is beautiful. But the whole thing just really set the mood. And we were talking about the freaking harmonica as
Oh God.
the creepiest instrument ever created is the harmonica, because man, this soundtrack wailed on the harmonica and it was
Hmm.
creepy as fuck, y'all.
It was very creepy.
God, I'm like, knock it off with the damn harmonica, please. I'm getting the jeebies. It was,
Yeah,
but it worked. Again, it set that tone. It set
it
that
did.
pace. Everything.
Yep. But so you're going through the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, at first you're like, okay, this is gonna be a little cheesy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, he has a dream.
Yeah, he does.
And you're like, what the fuck?
I'm like, what is going on here with this man?
What's up, Phil? Hey,
Hey,
Zachariah
Phil. Zachariah.
again. um,
Yeah, he has his dream.
yeah, he has this dream, and this dream is him in another life, him in a former life. Um, and it's pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we come out of the dream, and just weird shit starts happening. Like he gets obsessed with this picture, and the housemaid is Grayson Hall. I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember what her character's name in here is. She
Carlotta. Carlotta.
Carlotta, okay, because she plays Dr. Julia Hoffman on the soap opera itself, on Dark Shadows itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, she looks so familiar. Where have I seen this
Well,
woman?
Okay,
Yeah.
you've probably seen it there, and I can't remember which film she's in, but she's either in The Cat from Outer Space or That Darn Cat. One of those, I can't remember which one it is, but she's in one of those films.
I've seen The Cat from Outer Space. Yeah. So it
Hmm.
may have been that because she does look familiar.
Yep. But sh she's the creepy ass housekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently she's lived before too, and she can remember everything from her past life.
Yes. I'm like,
And
wow, that's convenient.
yeah, yeah. Hello,
Hey,
Juicy.
Steven.
Juicy.
Tuesday. Hmm.
Oh no, Gun Bunny, you gotta watch Dark Shadows.
Yeah, this
It,
is not
it,
like modern
it's
horror where there's
yeah, it's not.
gore and it's more thriller horror, I think.
Mm-hmm.
At least
Oh, cool.
by
She's
today's standards.
seen both movies. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Um, but you get into it, and it just weird shit starts happening.
Mm-hmm.
And Quentin talks to Carlotta, and she's saying, "Yes, you and I are special because we remember our past, but it took you coming back to Collinwood because he inherited it. He's a Collins, for you to remember who you used to be." And
Mm-hmm.
she goes through the story of her as a child and listening to everything that was happening with them accusing Angelique of witchcraft.
Like over 100 years ago.
Yeah, 1810, I think,
Yeah.
is when they said Angelique was hung for witchcraft. And
Oh, and they left her out there until her bones rotted. I'm like, oh, that's lovely. Let's hang her from a tree right outside the
yeah,
patio, and we're just gonna let her
yeah,
swing. We're just gonna leave her there. I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell?
Other channel.
Still streaming. Sugar and
Yep.
spice, twice as nice.
So so we go through these scenes, and she is telling him this story of everything that happened, and Angelique being hung, and how she was a child and it freaked her out
Mm-hmm.
because she loved Angelique, and Angelique gave her a necklace to wear, and as long as she wore this necklace, she would always be remembered, and be loved and always be around.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was, the necklace that
Like, what the hell? Shut
okay.
up, dildo. Shut up. Sorry.
Sorry.
Hung, hanged, potato,
Hung,
potato.
hang, yeah,
Y'all got
whatever.
my meaning.
Yeah. Um,
Words are hard.
right?
Uh,
And that's something I never understood either. Why do we have hung if we can also use hanged?
okay, yeah.
What
She was hanged from a tree. She was hung from a tree. Either or,
does it really make a
you
difference?
get the meaning. The chick had a rope around her neck, was dropped from a tree.
Yeah,
Short drop and a sudden stop. I mean, it is what it is.
yeah.
She's dead.
And I'm gonna tell y'all what, they put her ass high up in that tree too.
Yes, they wanted to make sure there was no mistaken. She
And
wasn't going to touch her feet, your toesies to the ground. Nope.
hey Jay, what's going
Hey,
on?
Jay. Hey.
Yeah, yeah. They wanted to make sure that this damn witch,
She gonna dead.
she was gonna be dead because she was way up there. She
Yep.
was.
No
They had these
sprouting wings
big
to
ass
flying away.
ladders.
Nothing. Oh yeah.
These big ass ladders they took her up there.
And it looked like they built. Oh God, like a scaffold. Once they got up there, because
Hmm.
it was her and two other dudes. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the hell? They're like way the hell up in these branches on this massive ass tree. I'm like,
yeah.
how did with these ladders? I'm like, it's 1810. What the fuck did they do? And they just all to hang this bitch. I mean,
All
spared
the
no expense. Spared
none,
no expense.
none. They had to get the evil out of Collinwood.
They did, and she was a seductress.
Oh yeah,
She was a seductress, and some dude died. They claim some reverend died after he rebuked her, and now he's
yeah.
dead. And she was fooling around with this guy who was already married, and he was no damn prize. He was just as whack as she was. So it,
Mhm.
anyway, but that to me is what I got. She was this big seductress, and they were like, nope, can't have
Mhm.
it. Kick you off the scaffolding until your neck snaps.
And neck snapped, and she hung there for
And
quite a
she
while.
she did. She was, the little girl went out there and was
Was
like,
standing out there staring up at her. It's like,
Look,
oh,
cut her down. The crows are gonna find her. It's about to get nasty on that patio pretty soon.
yeah, yeah.
Ugh, God.
Oh, yeah. Um, the story goes along. I mean, it's a great story. It's well written.
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean, we're sitting here laughing and joking and stuff, but compared to the shit we get to classic, and it is top notch. And with the little silly, crazy, unexplained things that occur, you just go with it because it's well written.
It is well written. It holds your interest because you're like, okay, what's gonna happen next?
Mhm.
How are they gonna connect? Oh, I do have a question for you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, the scene where he's having the dream and it's supposedly him and his, which spoilers, y'all. So if you haven't, the movie's only been out since 1971. So if you
Yeah.
haven't seen it by now, I'm sorry, spoilers. But
Yeah.
he's having a dream and it's him as Charles, and they throw him in that room and they're like, oh, you
In
got
a
to look at her
crypt.
in a crypt. Okay. And then
Mhm.
you can hear the bricking over as the guy
Yeah.
is really in real time outside their or on the property, bricking, making that brick wall. Was he bricked in, or did
Yes.
they? So he was Charles in the past, was bricked
Yes.
in. Okay. I thought that was really
Mhm.
clever the way they did that, because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm seeing him having this dream and his wife's trying to wake him up, and you're hearing this bricking. What shit did they brick his ass in that? Because that's one of my fears, is to be bricked into a wall. It
Oh,
legit is a fear of
yeah.
mine. I that I
And
mm-mm.
And I'm telling you, that was the movie. But if you watch the series, there's lots of people that were bricked up in Dark Shadows.
Yes, yes, there
They
were.
bricked up a few people.
And it's just like, ooh, telltale heart going on here. I just, no, not going to do it. Or
Yeah,
yeah, it was that one. Okay.
yeah,
No,
it
no, she
couldn't have
was
been
ripe.
good.
Yeah, she was ripe.
Hey, good, Jay. How are you? Oh my gosh. No spoilers for films after 1958.
Sorry.
What's up, JT? Never get bricked in.
Y'all are
Oh
killing
my
me.
god. Hmm.
Y'all are killing me.
Yeah, but I mean, look, one thing that always creeped me out was when he and you're gonna laugh at me when I say this.
What?
Um when he goes to drown his wife in that pool and that dirty ass water, that always bugged the hell out of me. That's like, oh my god.
Yes.
The old ass decrepit pool that hasn't been used God knows how long.
Ew.
It's got branches in it, it's all grown over.
Uh,
It's so nasty and it's full of this dirty ass nasty water. And he like drowns her. He actually does drown her in the
yeah,
pool.
it does,
And
you
the
know.
whole time I'm watching that scene,
Uh,
I'm like, oh my god,
the
to
pond
die in some
scum on
dirty
there.
ass water like that. Oh, if
Dirty
you're gonna
ass.
kill me, do something else. Don't drown me in that dirty ass water.
Brick me up in a wall, damn it.
Bring
Don't
me up in
drown
a
me in
wall.
scummy
I don't want to be.
water.
I don't want to
Come
be drowned in no dirty ass. That shit was nasty.
on. Thank you, son. Oh my God, it was gross. It was gross.
Things
So
on
yeah.
wall. Arwen Howdy Hall. I'm right here. Hey, BC. We are talking about Night of Dark Shadows.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Oh God, it was
Oh yes.
Castle.
Oh my
It
God.
was some nasty, nasty water.
The dingleberries had dingleberries in that water. I mean, it was just gross.
Yeah, it was so gross.
Ugh.
That's the one scene that always, no matter how many times I've seen this movie, I always cringe, and it's not because he's drowning her, it's because the water is so fucking nasty. I'm like,
You gotta
you know
breathe that
what?
shit in. And no, no, no,
I'm
no.
like, you know what? She is a hell of an actress. Kate Jackson is a hell of an actress
Yeah.
because, and so is John Carlin, who plays
Yes.
whatever. I was getting ready to say Willie Loomis because that's who he plays in Dark Shadows itself, but he plays a different character in this one. And
Are you talking Gerard?
no, the one that jumps in and saves her.
Oh, Alex.
Hmm.
Alex. Yeah,
There you go,
Alex.
Alex. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like both of them. I hope that they both got extra money for having to jump in that nasty ass
Get
water.
hosed down like people in hazmat suits would have to come in and hose them both down,
Oh my
scrub them
god, it's
off.
so
That top
disgusting.
layer of skin would have to go because it's just
Yeah.
what look nasty.
Oh, every time I see that scene, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that wigged me out too. I'm like, no, thanks.
Yeah, yeah, I'm cool with drowning, but ugh,
Although, okay,
dirty ass water.
I do have to say, okay, the first time he choked her,
Uh,
I don't know that the next morning I would have been like, "Oh, honey, it's okay. It wasn't your fault."
yeah, yeah.
I might have been out that night.
He beat the bricks off Gerard, and then
Yeah.
she comes up, and he doesn't see her as his wife, as Tracy. He sees her as someone else, and he proceeds to. I think he sees her as Laura,
Oh,
who
yeah. I can't. I
I
thought at
think.
first it was Angelique, but I think you're right. I think it
Mm-mm.
was Laura. It was Laura.
Yeah, I think it was Laura, and he proceeds to strangle her.
Yeah.
Uh,
And he's strangling the hell out of his wife, and then she's just like later, "It wasn't your fault." I'm like, "Bitch, it was his fault. Whose hands were around your neck? Come
yeah,
on now."
yeah.
But okay, to each his own. Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh, who
Oh
has
my god,
who?
that's on mine. Are there any mods over there? I'll do it. Hang on, I'll do it. I got it.
Okay,
I think y'all, these are my first porn bots.
yeah. Congratulations.
I feel like a proud mama. I don't know why, but I'm just like, oh my god. All right, remove that shit and then let me hide user on the channel. Bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not even. You know what? As many times as we've been just nasty as hell, talking about all
I
kinds of
know.
crazy shit. We've never gotten one when we're talking really nasty, and now we're talking about a freaking movie, and the sex spot comes in.
It's the backdrop hung as a witch. That's what got them. They were like,
Yeah,
oh,
hung.
woo, okay.
Ooh, hung.
Jill
Oh
does
my
says
god!
'twas about time.
Right? Oh my. Um.
God, y'all. We're all so proud. We've
Oh,
arrived.
we're so proud.
Oh
So proud of you, Arwen.
thank you. Oh my God. I just got a little tear in my eye.
You deserve a YouTube trophy for that.
God.
Oh my god. One eye wooden Wendy said that. Oh my god.
uh,
Oh, that's hilarious.
oh shit.
But so he Quentin actually drowns Tracy, but at the time I guess he's supposed to be Charles.
Yeah, he was Charles because he was limping. Whenever he had the limp
Yeah,
and
he was
the
Charles.
gnarly and snarly look on his face, that was Charles.
Hmm.
The I'm gonna kill you, get out of
Yeah.
here, that was Charles.
Hmm. And Alex and his wife, it was, I don't remember what her name is in this, but it's Caroline in Dark Shadows itself. It's Carolyn.
Uh-huh.
They rush in there, and he jumps in, and they perform CPR and stuff. But she makes it. Yeah, like they didn't have her
This
burnt as
is
a
true.
witch. This
This
is
is
very true.
true.
I mean, I'm sure it smelled bad enough with her
Oh,
hanging there forever, but to burn, ugh.
y'all, just word of advice: don't hang people outside your home and leave them there to rot.
Yeah, right.
It's not good for the neighbors. It might be good for the wildlife and the flora and the
Yeah,
fauna and all that, but just don't do it.
ugh. Yeah,
Hashtag don't do it.
yeah. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
So
Even if they are a witch.
PSA announcement. God, yeah, even if they are a witch.
We're talking Night of Dark Shadows.
The
Archer.
71 movie. The 71
Yep.
movie.
Hmm. Gross.
Well, I
Well,
mean, we keep it real here, Castle.
yeah.
Oh, hey, Mr. J.
And I'm
Hey.
gonna tell you what, there is nothing worse because I was law enforcement and I was Marine Corps, so it's a toss up between which smell is worse, but I'm gonna give an edge to the smell of a burnt corpse is worse than the smell of someone who's been dead for a few days. But
Really?
just by a hair, oh, that is the worst smell.
You think
Ugh.
the burnt would at least, in some
Uh-uh.
perverse way, purify it?
Uh-uh.
But oh
No.
God, that no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I don't want to smell either. I really don't. Because
Yeah.
I've
Well,
smelt burnt hair. I've smelt that before.
it doesn't even come close
You
to
know,
the smell of
I've
burnt
caught
hair.
my own ass hair on fire. I mean, not like where
Oh
it
my
goes up in flames, but just the tips of it, and you lean over a
yeah.
candle too far, and it singes your hair. And I've had cats sniff candles, and their little feelers just get slightly singed. I mean, I've
Hmm.
smelt burnt hair, but
Cynthia Tildo says, "Recycle your corpses, people. Think of the environment." Yeah, that's a pretty bad smell too, especially if they've been there for a little while. But God, recycle your corpses. I'm
I'm
sorry.
kidding. Told you it's gonna be sweet, spooky, and scary tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
uh, so
y'all are killing us.
we
Oh
we
God.
I'm just gonna fast forward to the end of the movie. What did
Yeah,
you
I
think?
want to. Oh my God, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
I do not like unhappy endings. I just don't. And I thought everything was, wrapped up in a nice package, neat little bow, and little stickers on it, and take it to
Hmm.
the post and send it off by mail and say bye bye. No, no. When he's like, I'm going back to the house, I'm like, what?
Yeah, he forgot some stuff.
He forgot some stuff. And I wouldn't have thought much about that until Alex says to him, because supposedly, y'all, it was Carlotta, the reincarnated housekeeper, that was keeping the spirit of Angelique the witch alive, which was causing all this drama and causing Quentin to think he's Charles and all this shit. People going on homicidal, and it was not a good thing. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, when Alex says to him, after everything's all happy and wrapped up, and everybody who needs to be dead is dead, okay, supposedly the spirit of Angelique is gone, Carlotta's dead, blah, 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 happy day, let's party. Alex is like, I was just so afraid. I just had a feeling that he's talking to Quentin, that you were the one keeping Angelique's spirits alive. And I'm like, what? I don't think so. Are you serious? And then he's got to go back to the house. And fuckery ensues, and they die. Everybody dies, y'all. Everybody dies. And I do not like that. I do not like that at all.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
Hey, Pacific.
Yeah, we got another bot.
I already got it. I already got it.
Okay. Now let me ask you though. I don't know if my movie cut off like at the end they were saying that Alex and Caroline were killed in a car accident,
Mhm.
blah 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 blah, and then it started typing some more, and then it just faded to black and went into the credits. Is it supposed to do that, or mom? Did
Yeah,
I
no,
have a defective
yeah,
version?
it's supposed to do that. It's just telling you that they died in a car accident and their book was being made into a movie and yeah. Yeah. Hey partner.
Hey, Twitsy. Yes,
Uh
yes,
that was supposed to
Castle.
happen that way. Yeah.
And fuckery ensues. Damn
You know,
straight.
I like the ending only
Okay.
because I love Angelique. She's my when they introduced
Yeah,
her
I do
when they
too.
introduced her into the original soap opera, she immediately became my favorite character
She was
because
more fleshed out in the soap opera, though.
yeah, way much more, so much more.
Yeah.
But you know, she presents as this young innocent girl who's a servant to Josette and is in love with Barnabas.
Uh
And then
huh.
you find out that she's really a witch and she sets it up to make it look like somebody else is the witch. And
She's smart.
I'm just like, oh, this chick is badass. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, that's what I'm talking about. Uh, I
Yeah.
love the character so much. I named my oldest daughter Angelique.
Yeah. Yeah. She is a great. Even in the was it Tim Burton that did the Johnny Depp version?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Which I normally love Tim Burton films. I just felt Depp was not suited to play Barnabas.
No.
He just wasn't. Barnabas needed that gravity. He needed that air of, sinister. Is he friend? Is he foe? What the hell is he? That,
Mhm.
that underlying charm.
Yeah.
That's something about him, that je ne sais quoi. That's what Barnabas needed. Johnny Depp just didn't have that the way he was
Yeah.
directed to play it. But Eva Green is Angelique. Oh my God. She
That
was
was
amazing.
great casting on
She
that
was
part.
amazing. Yes,
Yes.
she was good.
That was good casting for Angelique, because she was a really good Angelique. Um, of course, nobody's ever going to touch Lara Parker, the original.
No, I agree.
But as far as having a newer version of it, absolutely fabulous. Um, and the '90s remake, um, the chick that played Angelique, I don't know what her name
I don't
was,
remember her in that. I watched
but
that and I don't
yeah,
remember
she
her
was
in
in
it.
it. But that's why you don't remember because she was forgetful. She
Yeah,
wasn't a Lara Parker. She wasn't a Ava Green. She was kind of forgetful.
yeah.
So she wasn't that standout character that Angelique was in the original and in the movies because she's
Hmm.
actually in both movies. Um, but Eva Green, yeah, she was a great Angelique.
Oh, she was amazing. I mean, she was beautiful, but yet she was just batshit nuts
Mhm.
and super smart and just, I mean, yeah, you can't help but kind of go, damn, girl's got it going on. And she's
Mhm.
one of those characters, even though you know how bad she is, you just can't help but you love her as a villain.
Yeah, you root for her.
You
You want her to
do.
win
You do.
as much as you like. So when you watch House of Dark Shadows, um, and when you watch the original soap opera, as much as I liked Josette,
Mhm.
I always rooted for Angelique.
Mhm.
Always,
Yeah.
always,
Have you
because
have
there
you
was.
ever heard that song Witchcraft by Book of Love? It's an old 80s song.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the line Angelique takes Barnabas from Josette. First
Mhm.
time I heard that I was like, "Yes!
Uh
Yes!" It's
huh.
all about crafting a love potion for, and they mentioned in the song all of these chicks, throughout history, that if they had had this love potion, they could have taken their lovers away from these other women.
Uh huh.
And I was like, Angelique takes Barnabas from Josette. I was like, oh my God, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see
I mean,
that.
she did everything she could to
Yeah,
do
she was
it.
just
So,
missing that song. She just had
yeah.
that song, she would have been able to do it.
Yep.
So,
Oh, yeah. Uh, I'm telling you, this is one of my uh favorite Halloween time movies. This and House of Dark Shadows.
I'm gonna watch House of Dark Shadows next. I'll probably watch it tomorrow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a Sith talking, Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a great Jedi. I could swing either way. So, as far as Angelique goes, yeah, all right.
Yep. But this is one of, there's certain movies that when it's close to Halloween, you just gotta watch. And
Yeah,
this and House of Dark Shadows are two of them for me.
yeah, I agree.
They're
I
just
agree.
such good, classic, well written. They're horror flicks, but
Mhm.
they're early 70s horror flicks. So they're not up in your face scary. They kind of make you think a little bit more scary.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And you're not gonna have titties and beer every time you turn around, which fine. If y'all like titties and beer, that's fine. There's a place for it. But sometimes I just want to sit down and watch a movie without seeing titties in my face.
Yeah.
I
And
just do. I'm sorry. That's not my persuasion. Titties don't turn
although
me on. So
although Angelique always tended to wear low cut shit.
yes, cleavage, décolletage. You'll see that. You just won't see, nips of steel out there for everyone to look at. I mean, but yes, she dresses particularly, for the time that she was supposed to be in. You know, she's showing arms and some cleavage, and I thought I saw an ankle or two.
Hmm.
So it's there.
Hmm. Yeah, naughty, naughty girl. Naughty, naughty girl.
So, you know, but yeah, they are. I'm excited to see the first one. I really am.
Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta say, House of Dark Shadows is my favorite because vampires. Oh,
Oh yeah.
hello.
Oh
And
yeah.
that is, if goth would have been a thing when I was a teenager, I probably would have been a goth. I would
I
have
could
been one
see
of the
that.
goth kids.
I
Yeah,
could see that
I
easily.
would have definitely been with the goth kids. I would have been the goth chick. Uh,
Mhm.
because I love Dark Shadows and I loved everything about it. And they still have conventions
Oh,
for
do
it.
they really?
Yeah. It's not the same since Jonathan Frid passed away. And of course they're all getting up there in age. So it's pretty different than what it used to be. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's still a thing, and they are still packed, and there's so many people that still love it.
Nice.
I told my daughter, I said, when I was pregnant with her,
Thank you, Chris.
um oh
More porn bots. I mean, damn. This
no,
is
I
getting.
went to do it, and Chris had already gotten it.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, we're getting pounded tonight. It's like, quick.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
Ankle showing
it was
harlots.
early 1800s. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it was a no-no. How she was dressed was very
It's provocative for the time.
yeah. It was just something that
And that
didn't normally
wild
happen.
blonde hair, yeah, it's
Mhm. Mhm.
definitely.
Oh yeah. Hey Snowdub.
Hey, Snow.
Hello. But yeah, this is again one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I absolutely love it.
Mhm.
And I told y'all my oldest daughter, her name is Angelique. Had she been a boy, because when I was pregnant, I didn't know what I was having. But had she been a boy, her name would have been Quentin.
Okay, I could see that. I could see that.
Because I thought David Selby was, I'm a teenager. I thought he was
Yeah,
hot.
there you go. I mean, yeah, it was, definitely for the time.
Yeah, because I wasn't into, you know, Jonathan Frid as Barnabas. The ears. Yeah, he's a great actor, but he didn't do it for me. And then Willie Loomis, I thought he was a dork.
Yeah, he
Like, there's
was.
no way. There's some other characters in there that were a little handsome
Yeah.
back then, but
No, Chris, I'm not showing my ankles, but thank you for thinking of it.
no, I don't
We
have
are
my
not
ankles
showing
showing
ankles.
either.
No.
Nope. I have socks and pants on because it's a little chilly here.
I am barefoot.
It's a bit nipply.
It is nipply. It is. I'm wearing a sweater, V-neck sweater. Actually the orange one I was wearing the other night. I think it was last night.
Okay,
And just
not your Freddy
leggings
Krueger
and
one.
bare feet. No, I'm not quite ready for that. If it keeps the weather keeps going the way it is, I'll be breaking out Freddy Krueger next week. But for right now, it's just slightly fuzzy. Oh, Palpatine, you tease.
Oh boy, I'm sure there's some sexy ankles.
Palpatine's sexy ankles.
Wrinkles and all.
Kind of gray on the ashy side.
Yeah, a
You
little
know? Just a little.
Put some lotion on them bitches already.
Some Force lightning scars on there. Yeah. Schmexy, Palpatine. Schmexy.
There you go. Castle got it. Raisin Oh my gosh. Barefoot Quentin Tarantino pop.
Oh my god. Yes, I go barefoot 90% of the year, even in winter.
I apologize. They're force fried.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean wrinkled. I meant force fried. Palpatine, beg your pardon, Emperor.
No wonder the bot showed up.
Yeah, they have a thing for bare feet and force fried ankles.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So next week we're going to talk about House of Dark Shadows.
Yay! Let's do it. Okay.
In the meantime, if any of y'all want to go watch it, you got a whole week to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can come back here and tell us what you think. And I encourage y'all to do it because House of Dark Shadows is like the original soap opera.
Yeah.
Except at the end, everything is tied up in a nice little bow.
Yay! Bounce, 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 bounce. I'm happy.
And remember when I told you about my Halloween costume that my cousin made for me?
Yes.
So when you watch House of Dark Shadows, spoiler alert, because the movie's only been out since 1970. So
right.
When Carolyn becomes a vampire and she's dressed in the white outfit, that was my Halloween costume.
Okay. See, I'm excited. Y'all need to watch this with us and come back. And join in on the fun.
Yeah, y'all watch it. Find a way to watch it and let us know what y'all think. Cause Dark Shadows, that was my shit back in the day.
Mm-hmm. And in the 90s version, they didn't wrap that up either.
No, they didn't. And you know what really hurt the 90s version though? What really hurt it was going on during the Gulf War. And they put it on Friday night. And what happened every Friday night, it always got interrupted with what was occurring during the Gulf War. So nobody ever really got to watch it. It was really unfair because I thought it was really good.
And they didn't have a technology where you could pause this shit like you can now and pick up right back where the show. No, if you missed part of the show because of an interruption, it was gone.
That was it. Yeah.
You didn't see what you missed. They just kept on with the show. They didn't rewind it. So.
Yeah. But yeah, the 90s version was really good. And it was really true to the original. It like took the best parts of the original and made just one thing with the best parts of it, which I really liked. And Ben Cross as Barnabas Collins, that was good casting because I believed it. I believed him as Barnabas. Barnabas is a character that not everybody can play.
Right,
You
right.
have to have someone that has some good acting chops because you gotta convince me that you are a reluctant vampire, but you still have to have that charisma and sex appeal, so to speak,
Right.
and the, you know, 1700s esque demeanor about you,
Uh-huh.
which is what Jonathan Frid and Ben Cross had that Johnny Depp was lacking.
He
Johnny
did.
Depp has that sex appeal, but I was never convinced that he was a reluctant vampire,
Nope.
and he wasn't very charismatic as Barnabas Collins.
Right. Right.
You know, and yeah, Johnny Depp is a good actor, but he didn't have the acting chops required to play Barnabas Collins.
Oh shit. Hang on. I did the wrong thing. Okay, I'm gonna do it on yours too. I'm putting a link in the chat, y'all. This is
Oh, it's on
internet.
there. I see it.
Okay.
Oh, is that just yours?
I did both of ours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it showed up. Yeah, there
It's
you go.
Internet Archive. It's free. That's where I watched this movie, and this is the link to House of Dark Shadows. So there y'all
Mhm.
go. It's free. Go watch
Yep.
it. No ads. No prawn spam popping up in your face. Enjoy it, and then come
Mhm.
back and tell us what y'all think. I'm
Yeah.
excited. You're welcome. You're welcome, sis.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
you
excited.
guys definitely watch it. I'm so excited to come back next week and see what y'all think of House of Dark Shadows.
Yay!
Ooh, and then that'll tell me what y'all would think of the original series too, if you ever had a chance to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man, and Archer, Night of Dark Shadows isn't really related to the TV show, to the soap opera. It's kind of its own standalone movie with a completely different um uh plot. But
Yeah.
you have the house as its own, you know, Collinwood. Collinwood is always its
Which
own character.
why do they call it Collinwood and not Collinswood? Because their name is Collins.
I don't mm,
Collinswood. That's what I always thought it was, Collinswood. But it's
I have
Collinwood.
no idea. But
Yeah.
the house is Collinwood, but the and it's funny that you say that because the town is Collinsport.
Yeah, so okay, the house got chipped out of the S. That's all I'm
And it's
saying. And
the Collins family.
bugs
I don't
me.
know. Oh, and in the
You're
House of
welcome,
Dark
Sissy.
Shadows,
Mm-hmm.
um so you got Collinwood, which is the new house, and then you have what they refer to as the old house. The old house was a real house as well,
Yes. Oh,
and not long after they filmed, I think 5 years after they filmed House of Dark Shadows, that house burned down. So that
oh
house is no longer there for anyone to tour
no. Oh,
or
that
do anything.
sucks.
So
That
it does
sucks.
suck, but
Oh well.
yeah, and some of the cast, no, all of the cast is from the original series. Um, but it was just its own story.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike House of Dark Shadows, which is taken right from Dark Shadows itself,
Mm-hmm.
Night of Dark Shadows is its own story.
Cool. Yep. Cool.
Oh my God.
Stop, Collins Wood. Maybe that's why they didn't go with it. Who knows? I don't know. Collins Wood.
I don't know. Oh my God. Only Daryl. Oh my God, only
Thank
Daryl.
you, Twinsy, for your
Right?
contribution. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Yes, always. But I love both these movies.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys can click on that link that Arwen provided and you guys get to watch at least House. And if you can go on that same site and find Night, definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Definitely watch it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I love House of Dark Shadows. That's my favorite one because, of course, vampires.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, real quick.
Oh, my God. We- Chris, all we need for him to do is change his name to Richard Collins. He'd be Dick Collins.
Oh my God.
Daryl, leave my wood alone. No, we're not calling wood. Yeah. Yes,
Y'all
yes.
ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
Yeah.
Yes, we do, Louise. We
Yeah,
do.
Louise, and you know, I think so next week we'll talk House of Dark Shadows. And then
Mhm.
how about the next week will be the week of Halloween, right?
Yes.
I don't will it? Hold on.
Hang on, y'all. Before, hang on. Blah blah
Let me look at
blah.
my calendar, see if I can find it.
Next week, okay, Halloween is on a Monday.
Yeah.
So the 26th is when we're doing House of Dark Shadows. And then
So
Halloween is so technically next week is Halloween week as far as streaming and
yeah.
stuff goes.
Okay, so here's what we'll do.
Okay.
We're gonna talk House of Dark Shadows, but we're gonna talk vampires in general. We'll do a vampire stream.
Whoop
Louise,
whoop.
you wanna come up with sugar and spice?
Yes. Oh, do it. Do it. And I gotta see if I've got this long black wig somewhere. I gotta see if maybe I can find it.
Oh
Maybe I'll
yeah.
gothy vampy up for the stream. We'll see.
Okay, there's only one rule.
Okay, what's the rule?
No Twilight.
No. Oh God, no. Although I'm thinking when I say gothy vampire, I'm thinking dark
We're all
eyeshadow.
thinking
But
we're
I'm
all
not.
thinking the same.
Yeah, I'm
We're all
not.
thinking the same, but I'm just heading off everything at the pass.
No,
So everyone in the chat knows there
no.
will be no Twilight talk because glittery vampires are not a thing.
Yes, no, no. Although if I was a vampire, I might sparkle in the sunlight. I don't know, but it
Oh
wouldn't
my
be the
god.
way they do it. It wouldn't be the way they do it.
Yeah, so we're not going to be talking Twilight. We're going to be
No, we're
talking
not talking
all other
Twilight.
vampires.
Yes, Bram Stoker's Dracula. What was one of my favorite movies in the? Oh shit, what was it called? What was it called? What was it called? Now I can't remember. I keep thinking They Live. It's not They Live. That's the alien movie with
I,
Roddy Piper.
I
After
don't.
Near Dark, Near Dark.
Oh.
There's a ton of them out there, y'all.
Oh
Excellent.
yeah.
Fright
Anything with
Night. Fright
anything
Night.
with
Oh
Christopher Lee.
yes, yes. And I love Fright Night is one of my favorite vampire movies ever. It
Oh yeah.
has a little camp in it, but y'all, it's got Roddy McDowall. Come on, as the vampire hunter, and Chris Sarandon as the vampire. It's so good. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, my spawn. My spawn, y'all, give it up for my. Speaking of vampires, and my spawn appears. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, I bet it's getting cold out where you're at. Yay.
No, Archer. I don't know who that is.
Oh, I do, but no, I missed her stream. I missed her Dracula stream last week.
Oh
I'll
my
have
god.
to go back and check it out. It's Teresa Martin. Stop. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Shit. I love it.
Yeah, good buddy. I just got that notification too.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. But
I guess we can wrap it up then.
yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up and
All righty. No, I know.
I can't help it. Just to give you
Pretty
guys a heads up of how obsessed with vampires I am before we get into next week. My number one all-time favorite movie to this day is Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
I
Good one.
can tell you every single line in that movie.
Ah, nice. Nice.
I've watched it so many times. But all
Oh
right, Arwen,
God.
what's coming up for you?
I'm dead.
Oh my God.
The romance between the brain bug and Neil Patrick Harris is a
Oh
better
my
love
God.
story than Twilight.
Oh my God. You know,
Oh, all
it kind
right.
of is.
I really am not sure what I mean. I think is there back to Friday night?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, we don't know. Okay, so we don't know. I do know that Steven is doing something Saturday night for his birthday because today's his
Hmm.
birthday. He's going to be having a stream. I know we're all going to be over there.
Yeah, we're all going to
I'm
be over there. So there might not be a VacTube on Saturday.
yeah,
Well, A, because Daryl's at Retropalooza,
that's
and
true.
B, even if he wasn't, if Steven is streaming for his birthday, we're going to be over there with him.
Yeah, which I think I saw a thumbnail. I think it's going to be like 6:15, but again, that could be subject to change. But I do
Yep.
believe he is planning something Saturday for his birthday, so we will definitely be
Yes.
there.
Yes, Chris, even with Keanu Reeves' horrible. Oh, look,
Yes.
Grifter.
Grifta, hello. Anyway,
So, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing
and
still.
we might do something Friday night. We don't know. We don't know. I
Yeah, we
mean,
might. You guys stay tuned.
who knows?
That's
One of us
Twitter.
could, yeah, throw up a stream and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
y'all, I just shit. Y'all know the routine. Just keep an eye out.
Yep.
Just keep an eye out. We'll let you
Between
know."
Twitter and Discord, you'll figure it out.
Okay, so yeah, Daryl said, yeah, he already made the thumbnail. So,
Hmm.
yep, saw that
Cool.
too. So
Awesome.
anyway, yep.
All right, good people. We love y'all. Thank you all so much for showing up. We hope you enjoyed the show, the
Hmm.
chit chat about the Night of Dark Shadows. Go watch it and go watch House of Dark Shadows so we can talk vampires. Watch lots of vampire stuff this week.
Damn straight.
Yes, lots of vampire stuff.
Blah blah blah. Vampire. Watch two vampire movies.
I
Ha
want
ha
to
ha.
suck your blood.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. And with that, remember, there are still kind people in this world. And if you can't find one, then be one. Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.